What's up, guys? In 2025, dozens of creators are printing thousands of dollars with their own vibe-coded SaaS. Look at Cluely, TurboLearn, or even Cal AI. However, the problem is no one tells you how to make these tools and the stuff you need to make it happen. At 16, I was able to launch my own AI automation agency using these 5 tools that I'm going to describe step by step on how to integrate them in your business today. So let's jump right in. So the first tool is Google Opal. It creates you insane instant AI automations, and the best part is you can create them by just talking to it in plain English. For you guys who know what N8N is, it's basically a 10 times better version of that. So I have Google Opal open up here. All you have to do is just create a new project. You'll get a dashboard that looks like this. You can say something like, make me something that make me something that responds to my emails. Then you want to hit send. And in about, like 30 seconds, you're gonna get an insane AI automation in seconds. So it's, like I said before, it's NAM boy time, or 10 times better, and some use cases for your business today is not just emails, but you can populate spreadsheets, get other tools to scrape leads and populate databases. You can even do social media management, like posting content or responding to DMs, responding to comments. And the best part is it's basically free. N8N costs thousands of dollars over time, as it's like, around $100 a month, while Google Opal is totally free. And look at that, it just generated me this AI automation in seconds just with plain English, and I can change this however I'd like. So that's tool number one. Tool number two is Google Flow, and this is for content creation. So you can create thumbnails, content for newsletters, emails, etc. using Google's new Nano Banana Pro. It's crazy. The image generation is wild. So I'll go to Google Flow over here where I can create a new project. And again, you just describe it with plain English. So this uses, the state-of-the-art tools like Veo 3 for video right now. I could even use Google Nano Banana Pro to make an image, but just for this example, I'm gonna use Veo 3. So I can say something like, make me an image of a person near a car. And in reality, for your business, what you can do is upload an image of yourself and have it create and generate an image for that. That way it's not just purely, AI generated. So, or it's not an image, make me a video of a person near a car at night selling it, or something like that. So before I actually prompt it here, what I found this tool, it's a free Chrome extension. If you just go to the Google Chrome web store, basically that enhances your prompts in seconds, and it's totally free, so it's kind of a no-brainer. It's just called Promptify. It's one of the first things that comes up as it's verified by Google, and things like that. So all you have to do is add it to Chrome quickly like that. You can skip all these steps if you want, it doesn't matter. You want to go to Google Flow, refresh the page because we just installed a new extension. Seems I gotta rewrite it. Make me a video of a person near a car at night. And so with Promptify, you can create, super easy customization. So I'll say something like, make videos super realistic. Oh my god, I can't spell, but that's fine because it has internal AIs that adjust and correct for that. And you can even specify an output format. If you guys don't know, there's actually a specific prompting structure that I'm going to go over in the next video. It's called JSON prompting. That's going to get you insane outputs every time. So I'm going to set it to medium complexity, put it on JSON prompt settings, save that, and I just got to highlight my text and use Promptify, and it'll take action immediately. You saw that, no sign in, no nothing, totally free. And this prompt is about to give me is about to be insane to make this video. So here, as you see, it's formatted like a JSON prompt. And by the way, that happened in real time. That was around 14 seconds-ish. So it specifies things like audio, backlight, setups, lighting design, things that you don't really care about but are super important to the video generation process. So I'm gonna hit enter on that, and then we'll come back when this is generated to show you the insane output that you can get with your business for free. All right, so in about like 30 seconds, this is the video that Veo3 created. That's crazy. That could be an insane advertisement, and I just made a prompt for, a person, but if you make something that's like me next to a AI robot, use Promptify to make that an insane prompt. You're gonna get amazing results that you can put on your social media. You can put on newsletters, like I mentioned before, really anything for video generation. So let's get back to the other AI tools that we're gonna go over. The next one is Perplexity. It's a deep research tool that is really integratable with anything. So I have it opened up here, and I can say, find me competitors for fintech SaaS, and just use Promptify again to make the prompt insane. Um, and just wait a few seconds. And now, because we use the Promptify prompt, and Perplexity has its own AI search engine, so it's not a traditional AI that generates content for you like ChatGPT, but it actually uses, pre-existing models like Claude AI, ChatGPT, and it'll use Google as well and look up actual legit sources to give you one single answer. It's crazy. You can find competitors, different markets, really anything. And you can see it's going to create a chart because Promptify really instructed it to, give an in-depth analysis that you can really do. And look at that, I just created a chart for the different companies, revenue leaders, different companies that have found, things like that. And you can use it for really anything. So I highly, highly recommend Perplexity to find competitors. So, for example, in my AI automation agency, I was looking for agencies near me, near my location, so that I know who's my competitors and how I need to approach different sales calls and things like that. All right. So the next tool is actually my personal favorite one. I use it to help me launch a web app in I think 3 days. That you can also use to launch any SaaS. And if you're going to make some sort of app, web app, SaaS in 2025, you need to use Replit. It's a must. So basically, what it is an AI coding agent that self-learns. The pro version is relatively cheap, but you can easily deploy for web apps. All you have to do is just buy a domain and link it there, and it immediately is live and in action to create you really any AI app that you need. So I'll navigate to Replit here. I'll refresh it. I just have a free account right here, and all I can say is make me a sales dashboard. I'll use Promptify again to enhance the prompt, um, like we've done before, because it's just it's obvious. It's a free tool. So here is the prompt that it generated, and I'll have it start designing. And then it's going to take that JSON prompt I did, deconstruct it, and that agent is going to use tools like Claude AI to build you literally an insane app in hours. And because if you use these insane prompt enhancing tools, you won't really have to go back and forth with the AI too much, as if you give it a clear prompt of what to do, and you use Promptify on top of that, it's going to be insane. And that really will save you cost because Replit is paid by token that it produces. But let's give it a second here and then come back when the app is ready, and you'll see that it's fully functional, ready to be integrated in your business today. So we're back here after 2 minutes, I think. And this is what it's generated so far. It's just a dashboard right now, which you can connect your own custom databases, your own pages here. And it's honestly perfect for either internal tools or if you're actually just creating the app. So that's Replit, the best AI tool. So now with these four AI tools, you have two that are going to really run your operations on autopilot, respond to emails, DMs, even creating your work, your automations for you with Google Opal. You can get deep research, your competitors, basically get a full financial analysis or even a competitor analysis or a market analysis for free with Perplexity, as it is the best research tool. You can get insane content with Google Flow and Nano Banana Pro, Veo 3 in those models that we just did. And finally, to create your product and also internal tools, you are going to use Replit. However, we have this final AI tool that if you use, your business is guaranteed success because this tool can do everything that we just mentioned. It can create automations, it can do research, it can create your product, and it can create content for you. So that tool, and by the way, even your website. So that tool is actually Claude AI. This is one of the most common AIs that's out there, but what you need to do today is buy Claude Pro. It's only $20 a month and it really can do everything. So it'll create websites for you, content, research, and your product. So I can navigate over to Claude AI here on another account. Um, and we can see here, I have Claude Pro, and let's say I wanted to create my website for me. So I can say, make me a website for a SaaS startup focusing on financial analysis of companies. So again, just use Promptify here, get you an insane prompt. I actually have Promptify. It has a cool feature where you can, auto detect the complexity. So it'll automatically determine whether you need a super long prompt or super short prompt for this website. It obviously detected that you need a super long detailed prompt. So as you can see here, it generated a full paragraph essay length prompt with primary instruction, performance, completeness, really everything we need. So I'm gonna put that there, and it should, create a website for you. And the best part about Claude is it builds it internally for you, so you'll see a preview of it, which you'll see in a few minutes. Um, and you can even download it as an HTML and things like that. As you can see, it's creating its own agent, basically creating a React file, React application. It's gonna create a front end design, and because the best part about using structured prompts is that Claude is an agentic tool, so it really needs as much resources as it can to be able to explore different things. If you're just using something simple like ChatGPT or a simple Gemini model, I mean a text prompt is fine, but you are still going to get decent results. But with just Claude, you're not, because it has access to so many different tools and things. It needs like spoon-fed guidance on what to do. So we'll come back here, and Claude takes a little longer, around 5 minutes, and you'll see this insane website that's going to be fully functional, interactive, with Claude. And just like that, we got an insane website for this financial website that we are going to create. So as you can see here, it has a beautiful design that contains junk information because we obviously didn't tell it about a legit startup that we have. And all these buttons are functional. If I can go to this explore features, um, that literally works completely. It takes you to a new page and it's still consistent with the design, which is actually crazy for people who've used Figma and things like that. It usually just generates UIs for you. It doesn't even do the back end, but Claude does literally everything. You can go to different pages and you can go to even pricing. And I did nothing, as you guys can see here. I just used this main prompt and that was it. It created this fully functional website immediately. So if you go back here, Claude can literally do anything, and that website was just a demo of something unique that he can do that most other things can't. But I highly, highly recommend to buy the pro version because you're going to get insane outputs And when you start using Claude, you're not going to go back and you're going to be prompting with it for hours. And you need Pro to be able to do that. So, with these five AI tools, you should be equipped to have everything you need to launch your first AI startup in 2025, as you have every single department covered, especially if you use Claude, and you don't even need to have a hiring team. You don't even waste money on, software engineers and things like that. It's good to have some knowledge, and be having technical people on your team is an advantage because AI is not the best at managing things like APIs or sensitive financial information, which is why it's good to have that. But for an MVP to get you, millions of investments, as you saw with Cluely, they raised money from A16Z with probably a vibe coded product, and that's all you really need is to launch. And you're just going to need to use Replit and Claude to create your product, get distribution going to attract investors and users. With Google's insane content creation tools, up your operations with Google Opal, and make sure you're doing what you need to do to scale quickly with Perplexity and ensure that you have no competitors and you outcompete any of them. And with any AI tool to really unlock its full capabilities, just use this free AI tool that I just mentioned. It's just a Chrome extension, no sign up, nothing like that. It's called Promptify, one of the first things that pops up as it's featured by Google because it's just super safe. And yeah, you should be all good. And in the next video, I'm going to go over the exact prompting structure that helped me use these AI tools for my specific AI automation agency and help me generate my first revenue. All right, see y'all in the next one.